Warm welcome to my family, friends, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the first of many such gatherings since my book was published, and hopefully I will continue to forge relationships, friendships, and opportunities as I share my magnificent book signing occasion. One can't always tell the exact moment when new friendships and opportunities are forged, but this I can tell you, my friends. It is at occasions such as tonight when we come together to share a common love for books, a vision that we often start and continue on our journey towards something remarkable. Most all of us have faced struggles, have lost hope, and might be fighting addiction. I'm here to tell you, my friends, are not alone. May we all value, cherish, and gain something of importance from the time that we spend together tonight. May we grasp it with both hands and know that it's never ever too late for a better tomorrow. If you are struggling, my book will help you see that it's time to take your life back today. Folks, my life was unmanageable at best. Alcohol took over my life. Alcohol was my life. I was powerless to change. Then, in 2013, I prayed for God to take my alcoholism away. He heard my cry that night over 5 years ago. That cry altered the course of my life and has brought us here today together in this moment. Since then, I've come to believe that my life is guided by God. And when I chose to let Him guide and direct me daily, the best and most adventurous path unfolded before me. I've also learned that there are no coincidences in life. There are none. Every event we experience and every person we meet has intentionally been put in our path to help raise our level of consciousness. When we awaken to this fundamental truth, life becomes a true adventure, a spiritual adventure. The person who smiles at you while you're walking down the street is no longer a stranger. The phone call from an old friend who crossed your mind the day before is no longer a surprise. And that failed relationships that had left you brokenhearted is no longer a source of bitterness and pain. Instead, it's seen as a blessing in disguise, a gift that makes you stronger, more conscious, and ultimately more alive. Over time, as you come to understand these events from my book for what they really are, you will recognize that God has been available to guide and direct your life as well. Your life all along has been directed by God. I call this very powerful book, Bottoms Up, Surrendering to God, Not to Booze. Folks, enjoy my story. Enjoy my book. My struggles are real as yours, and through God, all struggles will work out. Before I start talking about the book and answer some questions, let me tell you what Governor Chris Christie of New Jersey said about addictions. And I want you to please listen very clearly. During a town hall meeting in New Hampshire, Governor Christie made an emotional appeal for America to rethink the way it treats addiction. He stated, "My mother was a smoker. She smoked her whole life and she was addicted to nicotine. When she was diagnosed with lung cancer at the age of 71, no one said not to treat her because she was getting what she deserved," he said. Yet, somehow, if it's heroin, cocaine, or even alcohol, we say, they decided they're getting what they deserve. They decided to consume those products. "I'm pro-life," he said. "I think that if you're pro-life, that means you have to be pro-life for the whole life, not just the 9 months in the womb. It's easy to be pro-life for the 9 months in the womb. They haven't done anything to disappoint us yet. They are perfect in there, but when they get out, that's when it gets tough on not just them, but on families." Governor Christie makes an emotional appeal to rethink drug addiction. Somehow, if it's heroin, cocaine, or alcohol, we say they decided to consume it, they are getting what they deserved. The 16-year-old teenage girl on the floor of the county lockup, addicted to heroin. I'm pro-life for her too, Christie said. We need to start thinking as a party, as a nation, and as the people, that we need to change how we treat people with addictions. Although he didn't delve into specifics, Christie said the criminal justice system needs to get addicts the treatment that they need instead of jailing them. Folks, every life is precious. Every life is an individual gift from God, he said. We have to stop judging and start giving them the tools they need to get better. He also shared the story of a close friend who was a successful attorney that he went to school with. He had a beautiful wife and a happy family, but after a back injury while jogging, this friend became addicted to painkillers and his life spiraled out of control. He lost everything and was found dead at the age of 52 with an empty bottle of Percocet and a quart of vodka, both empty, laying next to him. When I sat there as the governor of New Jersey at his funeral and looked across the pew at his 3 daughters sobbing because their dad is gone, there but before the grace of God go I, he said. It can happen to anyone. And so we need to start treating people in this country, not jailing them for addictions. Folks, please think about the story I just read to you. And remember, you can call me at 844-405-HELP. We can help each other.